my name is Patrick Kent, and I'm here with my partner, Russell Smith. We are both students in Fundamentals of Computer Science, CPSC 1100, with Professor Morgan. This is our semester final project we were given. Our instructions were to, in Java, to create a shopping cart for users to interact with. It's pretty straightforward. We had 3 classes, an item class, a cart class, and a main class that is going to allow users to basically add items, clear items, update items, or I should say their cart. Basically, it's supposed to imitate if you were a grocery shopping cart, and then when you're ready to, I guess, quote unquote, check out, you will, it'll tell you your total, and which here you'll see eventually, or here soon. So this was a basic idea of our flow chart. It's pretty straightforward. We have 3 classes again. The first class, item, which then we followed by adding 3 private instance variables to get the price, the name, the price of the item, and the quantity. And we allowed constructors and methods to string and describe all these instance variables. Next we have the cart class, which is going to allow users to clear their cart and then begin shopping again.
And remove stuff from the cart. Change the quality of the cart, quantity of the items in the cart.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
And here, it's just some simple basic Pseudo code for it. Which next we have the main class, which is essentially one big loop with our main method, which initially for the project, it gave us examples of like bananas and milk for items, apples, bread, typical stuff like that you buy in a grocery store. But this class is going to allow the user, the code, which you'll see soon, is going to allow users to basically, they're only limited to their imagination. They can type in any item they want that you would typically find in a grocery store, and then set their own quantity and set their own price, and the code will add it up.
We were basically thinking when we were writing it that it'd be better to have the ability to add anything, because you get thousands of items in a grocery store, and that would be hard to add every single item to the list of things you could add. So instead we just made it so open-ended, kind of like if you were at the grocery store and you had if you've been to Sam's recently, you can just go through and scan items on your phone, and it'll add it to your cart, and then you check out all on your phone. So that's kind of we're limited. We don't have a barcode scanner or anything like that, but this way the user can enter, oh, I found some eggs I want. I'm gonna put 2 eggs in my basket, and the eggs are $1 a piece, and it adds all that stuff up together. And you can add as many as those you want instead of having a set item list to pick from.
Right.
But we'll show you that when we get to it.
Now I'll let Russell discuss more of the actual code.
So the difficulties we had when we're looking through the classes here, the item class and the cart class are pretty straightforward, all stuff we were taught in class. But we had difficulties getting the code to work here in the main class because of the complexity of it, I guess. We ended up doing research. I'll just point out a couple things, like this guy right here. And I apologize, sir, if you did talk about delimiters in class, but I didn't hear about it, so maybe I won't pay attention. But we had to research how to separate the items whenever the user inputted it, so I didn't have to have a separate prompt for the item and then the quantity and then the price. So the user can just enter all that stuff in, separated by commas, and it appropriately separates it out. So that's one of the difficulties we had. Then something else that we had to do research on ourselves was this switch case, and I don't really know the name of it, but I found it was the best way to do the part at the end of the code that we'll show here in a second. When you're getting to the point where you either want to remove an item, update an item, check out an item, clear an item, or clear your cart, sorry. This worked better than just having a simple if-else statement, for me
Yeah.
at least.
And I can back Russell up. Maybe I was a bad student. I don't remember in class ever talking about switch cases, so that required some
Outside research,
yeah,
which is good. I mean, that's good.
I don't think it covered it in the first 7 chapters.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically learned.
So yeah, the code here goes, basically you got your main class. It goes into the opening statement here. It allows you to press enter. Once you press enter, it comes down here and starts this loop where it's asking you to enter the items. Once you enter your items and you're done entering your items, you press done. It starts this guy down here where you can now remove stuff, update items, and update the quantity. Remove items completely, update the quantity of the item, check out, clear the cart, and then this guy right here just restarts the program for you if you were to select clear, so that whenever you are clearing the cart, it jumps back to the front of the program so that it can start a new cart basically. Then the other classes, when we went into this, not only did the guide specifically say to have a main class, a cart class, and an item class, but it was the easiest way to separate the programs. Like you had told us, you don't want it all in one main class.
That's too confusing.
Yeah, you want to separate it out. So the cart, all the handling of the cart stuff happens here. Let me show you the item stuff first. It goes there first. All the item stuff is set here, where you have the variables of the name, the price, the quantity, sets it here. It goes down in the stuff we learned this semester to get all that item specific stuff to work. And then when we come over to cart class, this is where it's handling the array of the items in the cart, so that you can have up to as many items as you want to add specifically to your cart, and it's not limited by certain stuff. That it's not limited by it's only limited by your imagination on what you want to add to the cart. We have simple loops in here to handle things. All stuff we learned this semester is pretty straightforward.
Comments on everything too.
Yeah.
Oh,
It makes it easier. Yeah, all the comments on there make it easy for the user, or if you're not the writer of the code to go in
with. Yeah.
So we spent some time, really pretty detailed loops, or not loops, comments on what all this stuff is and how it works. So now I'll run the program. So it starts here by welcome to the store statement. I like this better instead of just jumping right into code. I don't know, it's just personal preference to have this pop up so you can just kind of get ready to start using and this is where you can enter anything you want. So I'm just gonna have egg. We'll say it's $2. And oh, another thing we did was we made it so that you don't have to enter it perfectly. The only thing it checks for is to make sure that it's an integer. If it's not an integer, it will error out and say that that's not an integer. Please enter an integer or a number, numeric. But it will turn this into a double if it's not set by the.
Doesn't matter if it's a decimal, if you include a decimal or if you don't. Basically.
And then this one in the quantity, even if you were to enter it like 0.2.2, it is going to change it over to just a standard integer, and that's all in the code. So now I've added egg, $2 a piece at quantity of 2. Now, if we wanted to add something else, we can add water.
Yeah, to show it.
Yeah, and this is separate. And one thing that will happen. So let's say I don't enter the comma to separate things, and just do $2 per water and 3 of those. All right, it tells you invalid input. Please enter name, price, and quantity separated by commas, and it jumps right back into the program here. So then you can say, oh, I did that wrong. Let me add that better by putting water.
Yeah, makes it look more clean.
Comma, $2. Well, let's do $3 since the eggs was $2. And then we'll add 4 waters. So now we have egg, water, and I'll add one more thing, chicken. Chicken's about $7, and let's add 5 of those. Okay, so now we have egg, water, chicken added. The egg is at $2, the water is at $3, chicken's at $5. Oh, I'm sorry, $7, and we have 5 chickens.
35.
It should be
like 40.
So let's say you had a short shopping trip, and you can add as many stuff as you want, but we'll just stop it right there. You had a short shopping trip and you're ready to check out, you just type in the word checkout. List out your cart here. So we got egg, water, chicken, gives you the total, and it asks you what you want to do. you want to remove an item, update an item, check out, clear the cart, or be done. Done will exit the program, but I don't want to do that yet because we've got stuff in there that I'd like to show more functionality. So let's say we want to remove an item. We hit remove and it asks us, what do you want to remove? I'm going to remove the egg items, and it says you have removed egg from your cart. Now if we were to hit checkout again, it tells you that we removed the item,
Subtracted the,
Yep.
yeah.
egg is no longer in there, and it checked out for us and ended the program because we're done with it because we checked out. So if we go back into it, I can show you how we can update the quantity of items. Let's add egg back in, or I'll do something that we didn't do last time.
A pear.
Pear, yeah, we'll eat a pear. $3.
Does anyone ever eat pears?
I like pears.
I do too.
And so we added 2 pairs to the cart. Now let's just say we're going to done, so I can show the functionality of the quantity change or the update. So now, oops, we accidentally added 2 pairs, but we actually only have 1. So we can say update, and it wouldn't matter if it was all caps or not, but change it back. All right, so now enter the name of the item you want to update. We added 1 extra pair, so we're going to enter pair. And what is the new quantity of the pair? So we only have 1. Now it's saying, okay, you've updated your quantity of pair to 1. What do you want to do? Let's check out to make sure that that is accurate. And it should show that we only have 1 pair in there, and the total is $3.
Nice.
And the only other functionality we have is to clear the cart. So if we go back into it and clear this, I'll add pair back. Let's do something new. Steak. Steak's expensive. $13. And we're gonna add 2 of those. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add, say done, even though we could continue to add more stuff. And now, oops, we're done. We can't buy the steak. We don't have enough money, so we just want to clear our cart. We put the steak back. Make it clear.
Saying done will do the same thing also.
Yeah, actually done will exit the program. So if we just wanted to clear our cart because we wanted the steak was too expensive and we wanted to go back and get something cheaper like deli meat instead, we could clear the cart and it jumps back to the front of the program here and allows you to start a new cart over. If for the last functionality of it, if we are in the grocery store shopping around and we go in and we say we want to add egg and 3 of them, or $3 for an egg, and then 2 of those, and then we hit done because we're done shopping. But now we just want to exit the program because we're done, we're leaving, we're not doing anything else, we're going home, we don't want to check out, we're not buying the egg, and we say done, it ends the program. And that's the functionality. That's basically everything. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, not really. It was a very interesting project and we learned a lot about coding.
Yes, we did. I'm excited to continue going on and learn more and more stuff, more and more about this stuff. So thank you for everything you did this semester, and I think that's it.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Professor
sir.
Morgan.